Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Yep, we're another day with Beyond Click and Clip. This is just a podcast where I give you some life experiences other than Lego. It has nothing to do with my Lego hobby or channel. It's some extra I give you so you can get to know me and let you in on some of my experiences in life. Well, of course, you see the title, I got in trouble. No, I'm sure like a lot of us did back in the day, we got in trouble all the time. Either got grounded or, whatever your punishment was at home. When you got in trouble, you got in trouble. Well, I'm going to take you on a little ride with me. Of course, I always tried to I pushed the limits with my parents all the time. Just see where the line was, where they crossed the line or whatever it may be. Um, cross the line, see if how much I can push them. Well, well, I was 16. I don't know at what age is different now, but when I was in school, you got your learning driving permit when you're 15, and then you got your license at 16. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm hard headed. Um, I remember when my dad took me out to learn how to drive, he got mad at me. You just won't listen. I can't teach you how to drive. So basically, I had to teach myself how to drive because my dad lost patience with me. Learn how to drive, and I wanted to get my license so bad. So I taught myself how to drive. I bought my own truck. Blew, I don't know how many clutches I went through. Yeah, I was horrible on clutches. Anyway, I finally learned how. I got that down. Drove, but I want to take you through the story of where I got my license. I studied all week on the little pamphlet they give you. I went to the written test, passed it, then went up my driving test. I passed it great. And then I felt free. I had some of that encouragement, like, yes, getting older, I'm getting more responsible. So we thought. Back then we had uh, blockbusters, and I wanted to go rent a movie. So I asked Mom, hey, can I borrow the car and go rent a movie? And I just say this is the second day I got my license. My mom just thought about it. She was, well, yeah, you can just get there and go straight there and come straight back. Okay, so I took the longest route I could there, got the movie, and took the longest route back I could. Came back home, watched the movie. All good and fine and dandy. Well, and I was the biggest volunteer to my mom ever. Mom, every day, you need anything from the store, I go get it. And she'll go, yeah, I need a milk. So she'd give me money for milk, and I'll take the longest way to the store, the longest way back home with that gallon of milk. I did that for a while. I was building up confidence, and I was building my trust with my parents. Let me be responsible with their car and all that stuff, or my truck, and just being responsible teenager, right? Where they would trust me more, let me go out a little bit more on the weekends because the rule was I wasn't going to go cruise around town, you know, until I got better or got, you know. So I was building up the trust with them that I could be responsible and get more experience driving and all that stuff. Well, the time came where I asked my mom, Dad, go, hey, look, can I go hang out with my friends? this weekend. Usually back in our small town, there was a park, but all the baseball fields, a big open parking lot where we hung out Friday and Saturday night. We parked our trucks there and just sit on the tailgate and just hung out, right? That's all we were going to do. And my parents said, all right, go have fun and be back at blah, blah, blah time. So I did that for a couple of weekends. Then and the number one rule was for me not to go out of town. I had to stay in town, I'm just getting licensed. They didn't just want to let me go to California or anything, just kind of learning the trust thing. So a couple of weekends I was sitting there and my friend goes, hey, you want to go to Springfield? And that's the clear nearest big town. My town was small, and Springfield was like I was a suburb of Springfield. So I go, well, I don't know if I can. I get in trouble. And I like, well, yes, let's just go. I can do it. I can drive there. It'll be all good, right? Everything's fine and dandy. So me and my friends loaded up in my truck and we hit it. And I'll name the towns. I don't expect y'all to remember it, but I just want to kind of get to you how many towns we had to go through: Marionville, Billings, Republic, and Springfield. And and of course, when we get out of Maryville, it goes into a different county. Uh, so I was driving. I thought I was doing good, and then I saw the red lights in the rearview mirror. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" So I pulled over like I was supposed to. Cop got out. I was speeding. Gave me a ticket. First ticket. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" Just my luck, right? Well, I got the ticket, and I looked at my friend. And I said, "Well, Damon's already done. You might as well go on to Springfield. Damon's already done. I got a ticket in a different county. My parents are already going to know." So we went on to Springfield, went to Bass Pro, went to out to eat, went to Bass Pro, hung out for a little bit, then turned around, came home. Got home the next morning. My dad was sitting at the coffee table, drinking his coffee at the kitchen table. Mom was there eating breakfast and fixed me a plate, put a plate in front of me. And I said, I got to tell him. I go, Mom, Dad, I made a mistake. I got a speeding ticket. I had a job at that time. I was going to pay it. I had no problem. I mean, it was just my first. I mean, it wasn't going to be expensive. I think, you know, I didn't think it was, but I sat there and I told him I was expecting him to yell at me, and my mom just goes, "Oh, well, you're just going to have to pay it. Just watch your speed next time." Oh, and my dad was looking at me kind of funny. He goes, "Where's the ticket at?" I showed him the ticket, and and he's looking. He looked at me, looked at the ticket, looked at me again. I was looking at him, looking at the ticket, and looking at me, looking at the ticket, and looking at me. I was like, and my mom looked. My mom, my mom didn't pay attention, and she looked at the ticket too. She just looked at, well, that shouldn't be too bad. Handed it back to my dad. My dad's looking at her, looking at the ticket, looking at her, looking at the ticket. I'm like, what's going on? They're not yelling at me. And my mom, of course, trying to be a good mother. Well, things are going to happen. Just try not to do that again and all that stuff. And my dad, just scratching his head, scratching his face. He's going, well, heard your mother. And I'm like, okay, this went easier than I really expected. And then a couple days later down the road, we were sitting eating dinner, and we were talking. We were just talking about our day or stuff like that. And my mom just said, well, you know what? I'm proud of you. You know, we told you not to leave town. You haven't left town. And I'm there going, I had a puzzled look in my face. Like, what? He goes, you've done a good job. I'm going to trust you to go out of town next, a little bit. And I looked at my dad. Dad just kind of scratching his head again. He goes, my mom's name was Linda. He goes, Linda, did you look at that ticket? He goes, well, yes. I said, the ticket was made out in Christian County. Do we live in Christian County? Mom looks at me. I, God dang it, Dad. Because we live in Lawrence County. And she looked at me and she goes, what? Wait a minute. Where did you get that ticket at? I said, I got it in Billings, Mom. I was going to Bass Pro. Oh, then she got mad, and my dad stopped her. He said, "Linda, you didn't lie. You lied." No, my dad stopped her. Said, "No, Linda, he didn't lie to you. He told you he got a ticket. He showed you the ticket. You're the one who did not realize that he got the ticket in a different county. He was out of town." And so my mom kind of, well, he should have known better. And Dad goes, he should have known better, but he goes, that's what my dad's like. That's why I was all confused. It's like you were letting him off the hook, and I'm like, you just, you get mad at me if I don't, back you up. Disciplining, me. And she says, well, how did I not realize? My dad goes, I don't know, Linda, but he did come and tell you. He didn't lie about it. But there again, there's a life lesson right there. When you're not doing something you're doing something you're not supposed to. You may not get caught that day, but you will eventually get caught. And I got caught. And I told Mom, I said, I was scared to death. I was scared to death when I saw a cop pull me over. Like, I thought, I was going to jail or something. I thought it was a real bad deal. And I was scared. And and my mom still said, well, just watch what you're doing. Said, there ain't no sense in me trying to keep you in town. You're going to go out of town anyway. So she still trusted me. And I still, my dad, you just, when you're a parent, you're supposed to back each other's play, especially with your child. You don't want to show division or anything like that. You want to be a group effort, team effort, and discipline your child or setting rules and enforcing the rules. You want to be each other's backbone and stand together and be strong front and all that good stuff. So my dad, he just let Mom go, and he was like, "Yeah, you need to be careful." And I think back, I knew what he was doing. He was looking at the ticket, looking at me, looking at the ticket, and looking at her, looking at the ticket. Like he didn't know what to do. He knew he probably should have got on to me for being out of town because I was going against my parents' rules. But then again, my mom, he was trying to support my mom's play, and he didn't, but you know, it's a life experience. I'm sure everybody's done everything the right way. Especially the parents may have told them and they went, they snuck out of the house or did something that the parents asked them not to, and just hope they didn't get caught. Well, I got caught. Um, but yeah, but I got in trouble as far as getting the ticket. My dad just, I didn't lie about it. Best thing to do when something like that, just tell the truth. Because it's going to be 10 times worse if you get caught in a lie. But, you know, got in trouble. I had to go pay that ticket. Now my little bitty grocery store check that I made, stocking shelves, I gave them my check. I paid the ticket, and that was the only ticket I've ever gotten. Knock on wood. But yep, that is your Beyond the Click and Cliff story today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment. Let me read if you got in trouble, something like that. I hope you're enjoying this Beyond the Click and Cliff because a whole bunch of stories I like to tell you, and just yeah. But always be nice, be kind to one another, be true, pay it forward, and you guys have a wonderful day.